everyone, today I'll be reviewing A California Christmas City Lights, and it is starring Lauren Sickert, Josh Sickert, and this movie is directed by Sean Paul Picino. So A California Christmas, last year it debuted on Netflix, and that movie, when it initially dropped, I did see, and I really liked the first movie a lot. But didn't imagine this movie was giant hit on Netflix. This movie was, I think, one of the most watched Christmas movie. It was on Netflix last year. So when I saw they are making sequel to this movie, I was like, oh, that's going to be very interesting, because in this movie you see Kelly and Joseph, especially for Joseph, he has some family business emergency that he had to go back to city with Kelly. And when they go there, of course, the problem arises because of their situation in their relationship. So I really liked the first movie. I thought that movie was really very sweet. Christmas rom-com movie about a family farm, family, like, heritage, and how important it is to hold on to your family stuff. Also, that movie has, like, Kelly's mom was alive that time. So, I really like the first movie a lot. In this one, I also like some of the stuff a lot. Once again, the best part about this movie is Kelly and Joseph, their on-screen chemistry. I don't know, although they are married in real life, for some reason they have really very good chemistry on screen as well, that you buy they're in love, especially in this movie, they are so in love, all the problem they face, you believe that because they have such a good chemistry. And all the scene this movie has in the city, I really like them a lot. But also there is a lot of scene with the Manny, and Manny has a new love interest in this movie. And some of the scene with Manny, I will say they are they are funny, but also some of the scene is like, what is he doing? I get it why he was there, because he's fill up some time on a screen. But still, I thought Manny is very interesting character. I'm glad he stuck around in this sequel. And after watching this movie, we are definitely getting third movie, because this movie still will be, I feel like this movie will be hit on Netflix one more time, because people who like the first movie, which is a lot of people like the first movie because it was trending for months on Netflix. So I do imagine people who like the first movie, they will check this out. While I think this movie isn't as hurtful as the first one, I think still you can enjoy this. Although this movie brings a lot of problem and a lot of baggage with their relationship. Some of the problem this movie even didn't solve. End of this movie, I felt like Joseph point of view. He throughout the movie, he was telling us how important it is for him to continue his father business. What happened to his, that thought? It looked like end of this movie, he just settled down in the farm one more time. So what was the point of him worrying about his dad? I think he went with his herd, which I don't blame him. Kelly's point of view, I will say, Kelly, the way she reacted some of the time in this movie, you are like, come on, girl. So this movie does do a little bit far-fetched. Like the first movie, I believed all the things, all the romance, this charming, worldly charming guy, playboy guy, he goes there and he fell in love with this small town girl. But in this movie, I feel like Joseph's character, we don't explore a lot of stuff, especially from the trailer. I thought we'll be exploring more side of his life. But a lot of this movie actually explore on, Kelly, she's feeling all this thing, which I wish this movie focused on more stuff with the Joseph. But this movie, I guess it tried to stay true to what people liked in the first movie, which is Kelly's life in the farm and her family in heritage, I guess. So I would say I didn't like this movie as much as I liked the first one. But some of the scene in this movie, I felt like it was heartwarming, especially when Kelly looked back and thinks about what her mom said to her about marriage and also this movie didn't focus her relationship with her sister. I don't get it. Why we had to spend so much of our time with Manny? That was, now I look back and think that was unnecessary. As I was saying, I really like some of the scene. Kelly was thinking about her mother, and Kelly, I feel like she is a lot of time in this movie. She wasn't sure what was she looking for. That's why we needed more scene Kelly spending time in Joseph's world. Unfortunately, this movie it rushed too much. Like we didn't get enough time, like Kelly learning more about Joseph in the city. Although this movie title promises that, but I get it why they didn't, because this movie tried to stay true to the farm story, what people liked in the first movie. But I don't think that is what most people liked in that movie only. Like there's other stuff people like all the family drama, and also like Joseph and Kelly, their relationship. Again, I feel like we should have more spent time with this couple. I don't mind the way it was done. Looks like we'll be getting the third movie next year, guys. Get ready for that. Anyway, that was my thought on this movie. Still, I had a good time, honestly, watching this movie, because throughout the weekend, like throughout the week, I was really looking forward to this movie, and I'm glad I've checked it out. That was my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie, and if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other reviews on Netflix movie, and please take care.